Alright, here's a cold start of a 1984 Buick Skylark. It's about 10 degrees Fahrenheit out. I think that's about minus 14 centigrade for those of you who use metric. Car's been sitting about a week. Let's give her 2 pumps of love. Well, that was pretty easy. It's equipped with a 2.8 liter VIN X 115 horsepower V6. $89,000 original miles. And an air filter. Remove the smog pump. Still has the computer. Besides that, most of the car is stock. Sans the smog pump, like I mentioned earlier. It even has working air conditioning, not needed today, of course. But you can see it's got a little bit of a lump to its idle when it's cold. The previous owners took this vehicle to a mechanic who decided how to fix the engine when it was cold was by richening up the idle a little bit more or something. I haven't taken the carburetor apart yet to figure it out, but it smooths right out as soon as it warms up. This being one of my cars, it does have the obligatory Flowmaster. You can really hear the lump in the idle back here. For those of you who are GM fans, you're probably wondering, how does a 1984 have a CS130 alternator in it? Well, I happened to steal this out of a 92 S10, changed the front frame on it. Now I have myself a 140 amp alternator for any electrical goodies I feel like adding on in the future. Then I rebuilt it myself, added in a different stator, changed the back housing to the iceberg style with heavier diodes too. Should never give me any problems at all anymore. That's pretty much it on this car. Oh yes, I should also mention, I paid $0 for this car because the previous owner had left it in a parking lot for an entire year after he had hooked the battery cables up backwards from a jump start from another vehicle, destroying the original alternator and popping a couple of fusible links on the vehicle. I walked right up with a new battery and a couple of replacement fusible links, and crimped them into position in the parking lot, started the car up and drove it home. He was, let's say, a bit pissed off at that. Took me about 10 minutes. See, it's still a bit rich. You can see the belt shake if you look closely. Not bad for free, though. Still prefer my diesel Chevette over this guy. Hey, look at that. Smooth right out. Like a brand new car.